Hello everyone. Got 4 dirty jokes for you today. So 3 new cellmates are contemplating their life sentences in prison. The first guy, feeling a sense of despair, desperately wants to distract himself from his situation. He digs into his pocket and pulls out a deck of playing cards. "Hey guys," he says, "I thought we could use these cards to pass the time and take our minds off things." The second guy, feeling the weight of the silence in the room, knows that music can lift the spirits. He reaches into his bag and pulls out a small harmonica. "I brought this with me," he says, "so that I can play some music for us when we're feeling down." The third guy, feeling confident and carefree, reaches into his backpack and pulls out a box of tampons. The first 2 guys look at him in confusion. "What the hell are we supposed to do with those?" they ask. The third guy simply smiles and flips the box over to show them the label. It says on the back that I can ride, swim, ski, and play tennis with these. As the busy hospital staff rushed about their daily tasks, a blonde woman came in, clutching her burned ears. The doctor in charge was taken back by the unusual injury and couldn't help but ask, "How did you manage to burn both of your ears like that?" The blonde woman looked a little embarrassed as she replied, "Well, I was trying to iron my work suit and the phone rang. Without thinking, I picked up the iron and put it to my ear instead of the phone." The doctor nodded sympathetically, thinking that the explanation made sense for one burnt ear. But then he noticed that both of her ears were equally burnt. Perplexed, he asked, "I can understand how one ear got burned, but what about the other ear?" The blonde woman looked puzzled for a moment before realization dawned on her face. "Oh, that," she exclaimed. "Well, I had to call the ambulance, didn't I?" So a little boy was standing in front of a mirror in the restroom at John F. Kennedy Airport when a Marine Staff Sergeant walked in, dressed in his dress blues. The little boy turned to the Marine and said, "Wow, are you a Marine?" The Marine replied, "Why, yes I am, young man. Would you like to wear my hat?" "Boy, would I," said the little boy. He took the hat and placed it on his head and turned to admire himself in the mirror. As he was looking in the mirror, he heard the door open and through a ray of bright light, a man entered the room. But this was not just a man, he was more than a man. He was an airborne ranger. The little boy turned and went over to the soldier. As he approached him, he could see the reflection in his boots. His eyes widened as he stared up at the soldier's chest full of medals and combat ribbons. He tried to speak, but he couldn't. Finally, he took a deep breath and managed to say, "Excuse me, sir. Are you an airborne ranger?" The ranger replied with a thunderous voice, "Why, yes, I am. Would you like to shine my boots?" The little boy smiled and said, "Oh, no, sir. I'm not a Marine. I'm just wearing his hat." So a blonde was traveling abroad and wanted to see the Eiffel Tower. She tried to ask people and found a policeman who agreed to help her. She asked him, "Sorry, how do I get from here to the Eiffel Tower?" The policeman replied, "Wait for bus 37 and get on it. It'll take you there in 10 minutes. The blonde thanked the policeman and he left. Hours later, he happened to go by the same place he left the woman just to see the blonde is still there. "Why are you still here?" the policeman asked. "I left you 4 hours ago and you haven't boarded the bus." "Oh, don't worry, Mr. Policeman, sir," the blonde replied. "Just a moment ago, the 30th bus passed. There are only 7 left to go."